My child, stop. Be still for a moment and listen, because what I am about to speak carries weight that cannot wait. You have reached a turning point, a divine intersection where truth demands to be seen and illusions can no longer survive. It's time to reveal everything. The hidden things, those buried in your heart, those buried in the world, are rising to the surface. You have felt the trembling inside you, the sense that something unseen is shifting. That stirring is not chaos. It is my call. Lean in now, for what I am about to uncover will change how you see everything. You feel it, even if you cannot explain it. And I want you to know this. It is not your imagination. It is me. The unease, the restlessness, the subtle trembling inside your spirit that makes you feel like you cannot remain the same anymore, that is my hand upon your life, calling you into a different kind of awareness. I, the Lord your God, have chosen this moment as an appointed time for you, a crossing point between what was and what will be, and I am saying to you now, the moment has come. You have walked through seasons where it felt like my voice was distant, where prayers seemed to hover unanswered, where you wondered if perhaps I had turned my face away. But in truth, I have been preparing you, quietly rearranging the atmosphere around your life, so that when this unveiling began, your heart would be ready to receive it. I am lifting the veil, not only from the world around you, but from your eyes, your understanding, your memories, and even your beliefs about who I am and who you are to me. There are things you have accepted as normal that were never my will for you, chains you learned to live with as if they were part of you, and I am stepping into the middle of your assumed normal and saying, no more. This is the hour of my revealing. You have asked me to show you my will, to guide you, to answer questions that lie heavy and unspoken in your heart. And now I am responding. But my answer is not merely information. My answer is revelation, and revelation always disrupts what is false before it establishes what is true. I am not only exposing what is around you, I am exposing what is within you, the fears you hide behind a strong face, the disappointments you tucked away so you would not have to feel them again, the compromises you made because you thought I had forgotten you. I have seen every tear you did not let fall, every sigh in the dark when no one else was listening, and I am telling you now, nothing has been wasted, nothing has been ignored, nothing has been hidden from me. I am not revealing to shame you. I am revealing to free you, because anything that stays in the dark can keep you bound. But when I bring it into my light, it loses its power over you. The world around you is also entering this same moment. Systems will shake, narratives will crack, motives will be exposed. But do not let fear rule your heart when you see this happening, because the shaking is not the sign of my absence, it is the evidence of my approach. I am growing near, and when I grow near, pretense cannot stand, lies cannot endure, and masks must fall. So, listen to me, child. Do not run from what I am revealing. Lean into it. Do not cling to what is crumbling. Take my hand instead, because I am not just showing you what is wrong. I am preparing to show you who you truly are in my eyes, and this is only the beginning of what I am about to uncover in you and for you. Can you hear it, child? Beneath the noise of your routines and the hum of your worries, there is another sound rising, a steady rhythm that does not come from this world. It is the sound of awakening, the quiet thunder of my spirit moving through your life. I am touching the edges of your sleep, stirring the parts of you that have been dormant under layers of distraction and disappointment. You thought you were waiting on me, but in truth, I was waiting for you to hear me again. I am not calling you into panic or striving. I am calling you into awareness. You have been walking through fog, seeing only fragments of what I meant for you to see in fullness. Now I am breathing clarity into your confusion, purpose into your hesitation, and courage into the weariness that has tried to lull you back into silence. You ask, how will I know that I am awakening? You will know because things that once satisfied will no longer do so. The conversations that used to fill your time will begin to feel hollow. The distractions that once numbed your heart will lose their grip. You will feel the tension of new desire rising. Not desire for more comfort, but for more truth, more presence, more of me. Do not resist it when it comes. This is my hand, rearranging your priorities, reminding you that life is not measured by comfort but by connection to me. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it is alignment. When my light begins to reach places you thought long dead, you will see that nothing in you has been wasted. Every delay was preparation, every silence a setup for this very moment. I am awakening you so you can awaken others. I am calling you to live with your spirit alert, your ears tuned to heaven's frequency. No longer will you drift through days as though time is endless. You will begin to sense the urgency of eternity pressing against your ordinary moments. This is not a call to exhaustion. It is an invitation to intimacy. So, breathe deeply now. Let the fog lift. I am near, nearer than your own heartbeat, and my voice is the sound that breaks your slumber. You have carried things in silence, haven't you? The kind of weight that hides behind your smile, the kind of fear that only shows itself in the dark when you think no one is watching. But I have seen every moment, every thought, every hidden ache, not to condemn you, but because I love you too deeply to leave anything buried that is harming your soul. Nothing hidden forever, my child. Not the pain you've tried to forget, not the words that wounded you years ago, not even the secret hopes you've been too afraid to speak out loud. I am bringing all of it into my light, not to shame you, but to heal you. You see, what hides in darkness has power over you, but when my light touches it, that power is broken. I do not expose to embarrass. I reveal to restore. You've prayed for breakthrough, for peace, for clarity, but to reach that, I must first uncover what's been festering beneath the surface. It may feel uncomfortable at first, like old wounds reopening, but I promise you this, every hidden place that comes into the light will be met by my mercy, not my judgment. I am not uncovering you to destroy you. I am uncovering you to free you. The enemy thrives in secrecy. He whispers lies that say, if people really knew, they would turn away. But I already know, and I have never turned away. I have waited patiently for the moment when you would let me in, fully, completely, into those rooms of your heart you've kept locked. And now that moment has come. So, let go of the fear that truth will ruin you. It will not. It will rescue you. Because truth and love are not opposites. They are partners in your healing. When I said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, I wasn't talking about information. I was talking about revelation, the kind that touches your deepest self and whispers, you are still mine. So, don't run from what I'm revealing. Trust that my hand is gentle, even when the light feels strong. You are not being exposed, you are being seen, and that's where freedom begins. You keep asking me, show me who I really am, and I am answering you now. When I draw near, I hold up a mirror before you, not the mirror of human opinion, not the reflection shaped by your mistakes or your history, but the mirror of my light. When you look into it, you begin to see what I see. Yet I know that at first, it can be hard for you to look. My light does not lie. It reveals everything, the beauty you've doubted, the wounds you've hidden, the strength you never realized was within you. In my mirror, nothing is exaggerated and nothing is diminished. Everything stands in truth. And that truth is not meant to hurt you but to restore you. I want you to understand something. My child, when you see your flaws in my mirror, you are not looking at them alone. You are looking at them through the reflection of my mercy. I never show you your weakness without showing you my power that perfects it. I never uncover your sin without revealing my grace that redeems it. What you see as failure, I see as potential still waiting to awaken. What you call broken, I call becoming. The reason I hold this mirror before you is not to show you what's wrong with you, but to remind you that you were created in my image, and that image can never be erased. So, when my light shines and you see what you'd rather ignore, the pride, the fear, the resentment, the doubts, don't turn away. Stand still. Let my gaze meet yours. Because when you finally stop running from your own reflection, you'll find me waiting there, patient and kind, ready to wash away everything that isn't part of who you truly are. The mirror of my light doesn't just expose, it transforms. What it reveals, it renews. You will begin to see that what you thought was weakness has been the very place I planned to show my strength. You will stop striving to be flawless and begin resting in being love. Let my light become your clarity. Let it define your worth, not the world-shifting mirrors. You don't need to edit your reflection before you come to me. Come as you are, and let me show you what I already see, a reflection I refuse to give up on. You are still the image of my heart, and that is what my light is revealing now. There comes a time when love must confront, and that time has come. I am not confronting you in anger. I am confronting everything that has tried to keep you from me. You have made peace with certain thoughts, certain fears, certain patterns that were never meant to stay. I am now standing before them, saying, enough. This confrontation is holy because it comes from love, the kind of love that refuses to let you remain bound. You prayed for breakthrough, but breakthrough cannot come without confrontation. I must show you where the chains are before I break them. I must expose the lies before I silence them. I must touch the places where you've built walls, so those walls can finally fall. Don't be afraid of this process. When I bring conviction, it's not to crush you, it's to free you from what's been crushing you. My truth does not wound, it liberates. I am confronting the false identities you've worn, the mask of strength that hides your exhaustion, the smile that conceals your worry, the image you maintain to feel safe. You don't need them anymore. They have served their purpose, but now they are keeping you from seeing the depth of what I am doing in you. I'm removing every false comfort so that only truth remains, because truth is where intimacy begins. You have believed lies about yourself for so long that truth might feel foreign at first. But as you let me confront those lies, you'll begin to breathe again. You'll realize that I never asked you to pretend. I only asked you to be real, because I am real with you. This is not punishment, it's purification. I am calling you out of the shallow waters and into the deep where masks can't survive. There, in the depth, you'll meet me as I truly am, not the distant figure you feared, but the present Father who knows every detail of your story and still says, "You are mine." To let the confrontation happen, let my voice be louder than your defense. I am not trying to take from you. I am trying to give you yourself back, the you that existed before fear rewrote your name, before shame taught you to hide, before life convinced you that surrender was weakness. Come close and let me confront, not to wound you, but to wake you. Because the truth is this: you are stronger, purer, and more loved than you've dared to believe. You keep wondering why certain things are slipping from your hands, why what once seemed solid now feels uncertain, why doors that once opened easily now resist you. You ask, what am I doing wrong? But, beloved, this is not punishment. This is pruning. I am stripping away what no longer serves your purpose. I am removing the layers you have outgrown, the dependencies that made you forget how free you truly are. You see, there are seasons when I bless you by giving, and there are seasons when I bless you by taking away. What feels like loss is, in truth, an unveiling. The removal of what cannot remain where I am taking you. Do not hold too tightly to what I am peeling away. If you could see what I see, you would let it go with peace, not with fear. You have prayed for deeper faith, greater strength, clearer vision, but those things are not found in comfort. They are forged in surrender. The stripping away is not to leave you empty. It is to make room for what is eternal. I am teaching you to rely on me, not on the things you can control. Every false anchor is being loosened because I want you to know what it feels like to stand firmly on me alone. Yes, it hurts when the familiar falls away, but I promise you this. I never remove something without the intention of replacing it with something more pure, more lasting, more aligned with who you are becoming. Don't confuse subtraction with abandonment. When I take, I am not turning away, I am drawing nearer. I am preparing you for the weight of what comes next, and you cannot carry it with the baggage of the old season. Trust my timing. Trust my touch. What is being stripped from you is not your identity. It is the excess that's kept you from seeing it. Soon, you will look back and realize that what I took away were the very things that were taking your peace. Let this be your confidence. I am not undoing you. I am unveiling you. I am after your heart, not your performance. You've been trying so hard to do things right, to pray enough, to be strong enough, to appear unshaken. But I am not impressed by appearances. I want what's underneath. I want the part of you that trembles, the part that feels unworthy, the part you hide even from yourself. The unveiling of your heart is not an event. It's a process. I am gently removing the coverings layer by layer. Shame, fear, pride, self-doubt, not to humiliate you, but to heal you. You've learned to protect yourself, but in doing so, you've also built walls that keep me out. Let me in. Let me touch the places that ache, even if it feels raw. Do not be afraid of what you will find when I reveal your heart. You will not see a stranger. You will see my workmanship. Every scar will tell a story of survival. Every tear will glisten with purpose. I will show you that what you called weakness is where my strength has always lived. When I unveil your heart, I am not shattering you. I am shaping you. You have asked me to make you whole, and wholeness cannot come without exposure. To heal a wound, it must first be uncovered. That's what I'm doing now. I know it feels vulnerable. I know it feels unsafe to let yourself be seen completely. But remember this, I already see you completely, and I still choose you completely. There is nothing in you that I cannot redeem, nothing I uncover that I cannot cover with my grace. Let this be your peace. When your heart is fully unveiled, you will discover that it was never about me finding out who you are. It was about you finally seeing who I have known you to be all along. And now, as I unveil hearts, I also expose the darkness around you, not to cause panic, but to bring freedom. The light I send into the world does not come to embarrass, but to illuminate. I am shining into the corners where corruption has hidden, where fear has ruled, where truth hath been twisted. What was done in secret will be revealed, not because I seek vengeance, but because justice is love in motion. The exposure of darkness is not chaos, it is cleansing. You will see institutions, systems, and even relationships begin to shift, not because everything is falling apart, but because I am setting things right. This exposure begins within you too. The shadows you've tolerated, the compromises, the doubts, the patterns of self-sabotage, are being brought to light. Don't resist this, welcome it. Darkness cannot dwell where truth has entered. When I expose, I do so with mercy. My goal is not destruction but transformation. What you will witness in this season may shake you, but remember, I am not the author of confusion. I am revealing what was hidden so that healing can finally begin. You may ask, why now? Because you are ready. The world is ready. And I am ready to show you that even in exposure, there is grace. I am the same light that exposes and restores. Do not fear the unveiling of darkness. It only means dawn is near. Let the light in. Stand firm. Keep your heart soft. For as darkness flees, truth rises, and in that truth, you will find peace. You have felt me calling you to rise, haven't you? It's stirring in your spirit that won't let you settle for half-truths or comfortable silence. That is my voice. I am calling you to stand in the light, to no longer blend with the shadows of fear or compromise. The world around you is changing quickly. Lines that once blurred are being drawn again, and you must decide which side of the line you will stand on. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be pure in heart, to walk in truth even when it costs you something. My light is not just a place of safety, it is a place of revelation. To stand in it means to be fully seen, to be honest with yourself, and to let your life reflect what is real, not what is easy. Standing in the light will separate you from what once made you comfortable, but it will also connect you to what is eternal. You may lose approval, but you will gain peace. You may be misunderstood, but you will be known by me. My light does not expose you to humiliate you. It exposes you to heal you. And once you have been healed, I will send you as light into places that have forgotten what truth looks like. Do not hide your glow for fear of offense. Light offends only those who cling to darkness. This is not the time to shrink back. The world needs those who are unafraid to stand for what is good, for what is holy, for what is true. Every time you choose honesty over convenience, mercy over bitterness, faith over cynicism, you stand in my light. And every act of light pierces the darkness around you more than you know. So, stand tall, my child. You were not made to blend in. You were made to illuminate. I have called you by name, and this is your hour to shine. You will feel it, the pull, the quiet dividing line that my spirit is drawing within you and around you. It will feel like distance forming between what you once tolerated and what your spirit can no longer agree with. Do not be afraid of this separation. It is sacred. I am dividing light from shadow, truth from distortion, authenticity from imitation. You have prayed for clarity, and clarity requires distinction. Some relationships, some mindsets, even some opportunities will begin to shift, not because of rejection, but because revelation always brings separation. Understand this: shadows cannot exist without light. They form when something blocks what I am trying to reveal. The things I am removing from you are not inherently evil. They are simply standing in the way of what I want to shine through you. I know it hurts when the familiar fades, but I promise, the distance I create is for your protection, not your isolation. You are being refined for a greater purpose, and the refining fire never burns to destroy, only to purify. Let go of what cannot walk in the light with you. What belongs to truth will remain. What belongs to darkness will fall away. I am not taking away your world. I am revealing its true shape. You will begin to see who stands beside you for love and who stands beside you for comfort. You will learn that peace is not found in agreement with everyone but in alignment with me. So do not mourn the separation of shadows, celebrate it. It means you are seeing more clearly. It means my light has grown stronger in you. And soon, you will look around and realize that what remains is holy, and that you are standing where I have always wanted you, fully in the light, unshadowed, undivided mind. Now that the light has stripped away the false and separated the shadows, you will finally begin to see who you truly are. This is the moment you've been longing for, not recognition from others, but revelation from me. You have spent years defining yourself by what you've done, what you've lost, what others have said about you. But none of those things were ever big enough to hold your real identity. You are not your failures. You are not your achievements. You are not the labels this world places on you. You are mine. You were formed in intention, not accident. I shaped you with purpose, breathed destiny into you, and even when life tried to rewrite your story, my original design for you never changed. The revelation of identity is not a reward. It is a return, a coming home to the truth that was always within you. You have looked for belonging, for affirmation, for understanding, but what your soul has truly craved is remembrance, the remembrance of who you are to me. I am lifting the final veil now. You will see yourself not through the mirror of failure or fear, but through the lens of my love. You will realize that nothing you have endured has been wasted. It has all been part of the sculpting of your soul. A pain-shaped compassion, a waiting birthed wisdom, a storm's taught endurance. And now you stand before me, still standing, still chosen, still loved. This is who you are, my child, my reflection, my witness in a world that's forgotten its maker. Walk in that identity boldly. Stop apologizing for being different. Stop shrinking to fit places you've outgrown. I am not asking you to become someone new. I am asking you to remember who you already are. For in that remembrance, you will find peace, and in that peace, you will find me. You have felt the weight of the process, haven't you? The exposure, the shaking, the letting go, it has all been leading here. You have walked through the valley of revealing, and now I tell you, glory follows revelation. It always had. The unveiling was never meant to leave you raw and uncovered. It was meant to make space for my glory to rest upon you. What you thought was breaking was actually building, and what felt like loss was the clearing of ground for something divine to rise. I do not waste pain, and I do not waste surrender. Every tear you shed, every yes you whispered in faith when you didn't understand, has prepared you for this moment. You have been refined, not rejected. You have been purified, not punished. And now, my glory, the evidence of my presence, begins to rest where you once only felt emptiness. I know you've questioned whether anything good could come from all that you've endured. You have wondered if the struggle changed you too much, if you lost more than you gained. But hear me. What hath been stripped from you was never meant to carry into the next season. The unveiling exposed what could not remain, and what remains now is strong enough to hold glory. My glory does not come lightly, it comes to dwell. And when it settles upon your life, it brings peace where chaos reigned, light where confusion lived, and hope where disappointment took root. You will begin to notice it quietly, in the way your spirit feels lighter, in the way your discernment sharpens, in the way your words begin to carry healing where they once carried pain. This is my doing, not yours. You will also see my glory in unexpected places, in conversations that once drained you but now bring life, in moments of stillness where you sense me near, not as a distant idea but as a living presence. That is what the unveiling was for, not simply to reveal what was wrong, but to prepare you to receive what is right. The weight you feel now is not heaviness, it's holiness. You are becoming a dwelling place of my peace. Do not rush this part of the story. Let it unfold. For where there has been ashes, I will show you beauty. Where there has been mourning, I will give you joy, and soon you will realize everything that was revealed was only so my glory could be revealed in you. And now, child, the moment I have been leading you toward, the revelation not of events, not of mysteries, not even of destiny, but of presence. My presence. You have searched for meaning in the signs, in the shaking, in the words I've spoken along the way, but the greatest revelation is not in what I do, it is in who I am. You have walked through darkness, through silence, through stretching, and yet here you stand, still breathing, still believing. You see it now. I was never far. Every step, every pause, every quiet hour when you thought I had forgotten you, I was there, hidden in the ordinary, waiting for this moment when you could finally recognize me not as distant, but as near. This is the unveiling of all unveilings. I am here. My presence is not a feeling that comes and goes. It is the reality that undergirds your existence. I am with you in the mundane and the miraculous, in the stillness and in the storm. You no longer have to strive to find me. You only need to become still enough to realize I was never gone. You have carried pieces of revelation, glimpses of truth, moments of encounter, but now I am teaching you to live aware of me always. To wake and know that I breathe life into your lungs. To walk and know that every step you take is sacred. To speak and know that my spirit fills your words with grace. This is not a visitation, it is habitation. All that was hidden has now come into the light, not so that you could know more about me, but so that you could know me. This is the restoration of the garden, where presence is unbroken, where communion is natural, where love flows unhindered. The world will tremble and shift, but you will stand secure, because you are rooted in me. This is the final revelation, you and I, together, no longer separated by fear or misunderstanding. My presence revealed in you, through you, and around you. And when the world looks at you, they will see light, not your own, but mine. For I am not just near, I am within. The unveiling is complete. You are home. Amen.